Draya Michelle, I don't even know what this girl is fighting for. You have a boyfriend who's making a lot of money. I mean, he's still a man child, but he's making a lot of money. What was that? Like a month ago or so, Draya ran to social media to let us know that her boyfriend renewed his rookie's contract. I think it was like a 3-year contract for over 100 million, something like $106 million. Anyway, Draya said, term short and money long, something like that. Now, Jalen Green is Draya's current boyfriend, very young guy. I think there's something like almost 20 years difference between the two, something like 18 or so. Draya is 22 and no. Jalen Green, her boyfriend, is 22 and Draya is 39, 40. But anyway, a big age difference. And they recently had a baby, like this year. So, Draya is being evicted from the home she resides in by her ex-boyfriend, Tyrod Green. Now, Tyrod tried to evict her exactly 1 year. November, December last year, he tried to evict her. Draya ran to the courts and sued her ex-boyfriend. Wait, he's trying to evict me. He reneged on our contract. We had a verbal agreement that he would sell me the house. Now he's telling me to get out. I'm a pregnant woman. This is not fair. Judge, please force him to sell the house to me. So back in 2022, Tyrod bought a big house in Los Angeles, in a nice suburb, and moved Draya and her kids. By that time, she had 2 kids from different guys, Draya's character. Moved her and her kids in the house. He was not living there. That was not his residency. He bought the house and moved Draya and her kids in the house. Draya says that he told her she can buy the home from him. And they made an agreement. She can buy the house between November 2022 and November 2025, right? Draya started paying monthly rent to Tyrod. Because she believed she was going to buy the house, what did Draya do? She renovated the house, sunk over $200,000 into the house renovations, thinking it's going to be my house anyway. So this to me sounded like a rent to own situation. But then Tyrod and Draya break up in June, July, August 2023. Things go south. Immediately, and by immediately, I mean like a month or so, Draya gets into a relationship with her current man-child, Jalen Green, the basketball player, very young. By that time, everybody was shocked, like, oh my God, the age difference is crazy. And they were saying that this boy, her current boyfriend, was closer in age to Draya's oldest son than he was to Draya. But anyway, nobody cares, right? I just felt like they were just having fun. Nothing to worry about the age difference. It's not like he's marrying Draya, right? And then, boom, Draya was pregnant with Jalen Green. But not only Draya. Jalen Green made another girl pregnant, okay? So Draya and Jalen Green's other girl both gave birth. Is it this year? I think they both gave birth this year. But Draya is the main girl because that's the girl he's claiming. We often see him with Draya. So she gets pregnant. Tyrod knows that because Draya is a public figure, flaunting her relationship with the new boyfriend. The world learns that she's pregnant, and her ex-boyfriend, Tyrod, says, get out of my house. That was last year. Get out of my house now. Pronto, okay? He was probably pissed off that she created a baby with that man-child, the little boyfriend, in his house. That's when Draya sues Tyrod, saying, you're supposed to sell me the house. We made an agreement. Well, recently, the judge says, nope, your claim to the house is not valid. You made a verbal agreement. We don't know. This was a he said, she said kind of situation. And the judge says, I don't know what the truth is. I can only go based on what the documents say. And according to the deed, Tyrod is the owner of this house. He's saying he never made such an agreement with you. You're saying we made it when he bought the house. She claims she spoke to him over the phone in January. This is when she was pregnant with her current boyfriend. They made another verbal agreement where Draya offered to purchase the house for 2.8 million. He countered 3.2 million. She accepted the house. She accepted the offer, like, fine, I'm going to pay $3.2 million for the house. Now, the lawsuit was not dismissed entirely. Only that part claiming he needs to sell the house to her because they had a verbal agreement that he reneged on. The second part to the lawsuit was her saying, if he doesn't sell me the house, he needs to pay me back the money that I sunk, basically cost she sunk in renovating the house, right? So that part of the lawsuit is still being looked at. So the lawsuit is ongoing. So as you can imagine, because Draya filed a lawsuit, it stopped the eviction until recently when the judge dismissed that part of her claim. So obviously Tyrod thinks, okay, I have the green light to evict her. And that's what he did recently in November during Thanksgiving. Draya was out of town. I think he tried to evict her November 20th. She was out of town on a business trip. The sheriffs went to Draya's house and the nanny gave Draya a phone call and says, hey, look, the sheriffs are here saying we need to get out of the house. Draya quickly went back to court and saying, hold on, he never gave me an eviction notice. Now, I don't know how the system works when it comes to evictions. I do believe that you're supposed to be given notice, but I also think Draya has been on notice all this time. From January, from November, when Tyrod initially tried to evict her, and the only reason why he didn't go through with the eviction was because she filed a lawsuit that stopped everything, right? So even if you're claiming that he didn't give you notice, you've been on notice all this time. I know you have a tiny baby who's only a few months old, but your man-child baby daddy has a lot of money. So make him, like you're trying to make Tyrod sell you the house, make your current baby daddy to buy a house for his child. I don't understand what the problem is. Or could it be that she loves the house so much? And maybe Jalen Green was the one who was going to pay that $3.2 million she claims Tyrod countered with. Who knows? I think this is about the particular house and the location of the house. That's my thought, right? But anyway, it seems quite odd to me that you are with a man that you recently had a child with, though he cheated on you with another woman. I don't know who cheated on who because the other woman gave birth before Draya, like a month or two before Draya. So he was basically sleeping with these two women, or at least these are the only two women that got pregnant, right? You know how these sports guys are, unfaithful. And Jalen Green is just very young. He's going to play around, right? And I feel, well, some of us think that's why Draya got pregnant. She's getting older. And she wants to hold on to his money and tie him down by having that baby. But anyway, so that's the newest update. I was going to do this story during Thanksgiving, but I took a long break. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I did. Much needed break from social media. It can be tiring sometimes, but I love bringing these stories to you guys. So what do you guys think? Should she just get out? She keeps fighting him. Why not just get out? But here's the thing. Draya has been paying $19,000 a month for rent on this house. I don't care how much money Draya has. She doesn't have that much money to be paying $19,000 a month. I hope her baby daddy is paying that and not her. Now, Draya is a self-made millionaire. She makes money through sponsorships. She's a model for like Fashion Nova. These Instagram lifestyle influencers. She's an influencer. Some of them are millionaires through sponsorships, and Draya is one of those. But I still think $19,000 monthly rent is too much for the kind of money she has. I mean, what is she worth? $10 million, $15 million, $19,000 every month will drain you, okay? And you have 3 kids. Think about that. But anyway, unless, like I said, Jalen is the one paying the money. Let me read the write-up from On-Site Instagram page. I like their write-up. They say, Draya Michelle and her boyfriend, NFL player Tyrod Green, are in a legal battle over a Los Angeles home. The situation escalated when the LA County Sheriff's Department was called to Draya's residence to enforce an eviction filed by Tyrod's company on November 20th. So it's around those Thanksgiving holiday, and Tyrod is saying, well, since the judge dismissed the claim of me having to sell the house to you, get out of my house. Anyway, Draya, who was away on a business trip, received an alarming call from her children's nanny about the sheriff's presence. Draya rushed to the court claiming she was never served the eviction notice and was blindsided by the legal action. Now, again, like I stated earlier, I don't know how eviction notices work, but do you think the courts will issue an order to evict someone without them knowing that you had given them notice prior? I think they have to show that notice was sent to Draya. I think. I don't know. Anyway, the dispute centers around a verbal agreement between Draya and Tyrod regarding the purchase of the home, which Tyrod allegedly reneged on. I just explained to you what the situation was. Pillow talking, never thinking. I've been with 101 men, which Draya has been with, not really, but really. What I'm saying is she's been with a lot of men and has never been married to any of them, according to my brain, right? So you knew very well at this point in your life, you are a very grown, mature woman. I don't care how good the sex is. You know this might end. Why are you not writing things down? If you're pillow talking and this guy is saying, hey, I bought this house for you and your kids, and I want you to own this house one day. I'm going to sell this house to you. Write it down. And you take video, right, of almost everything you do, Draya. You should have playfully taken out your camera and say, oh, he loves me so much. He's going to have me buy the house. You know what I mean? Without making it obvious that you're trying to keep record of the things he's saying. I don't understand how people can be smart in one area and stupid dumb in another. Like, you're making money. Maybe she's not smart. Maybe she's making money simply because she's beautiful, right? Because clearly this doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, the courts have allowed Draya to amend her lawsuit to pursue other legal theories related to the case. This is what I was talking about. The judge dismissed the claim to the house, saying, we're not going to make Tyrod sell the house to you. We don't know if a verbal agreement was ever made. So sorry, threw that out. Then the part that they are still looking at is refunding her the money she invested in the house as in the form of renovations. Now she has to have receipts. That's a lot of money, over $270,000. I hope she has receipts to show for that, okay? Draya stated that Tyrod purchased the home in August 2022 while they were dating, claiming he bought it for her and her children. I believe he said that. I really believe he said that. According to Draya, they agreed that she would pay him monthly rent and have the option to buy the property from him between November 2023 and November 2025, which is pretty much sounding like if you're going to list it through 2025, and at that time you can have the option to either renew your lease agreement with me or buy the house, right? But I think Tyrod is like, I don't even want that. Okay, you brought this child in my house and had a baby with this child in my house. Make him buy your house, okay? We previously reported the model, Draya, Fashion Nova model, said in October 2023, she offered to purchase the home for $2.8 million, but Tyrod countered with $3.2 million, an offer she accepted. At this time, Draya is with Jalen Green. She continued paying $19,000 in monthly rent and invested $270 in home improvements. However, Draya now claims that Tyrod is backing out of the agreement and refusing to sell the home. We previously reported the model, Fashion Nova model, Draya, said that in October 2023, she offered to purchase the home for $2.8 million, but Tyrod countered with $3.2 million, an offer she accepted. She continued paying $19,000 in monthly rent and invested $270,000 in home improvements. However, Draya now claims that Tyrod is backing out of the agreement and refusing to sell her the home, which I just said. He refuses, he's not going to, was never an agreement. That's the side of his story. And the judge says, sorry, we can't make him. You just have to get out. And hence the eviction. Just get out. He's evicting Draya. Get out of my house, right? Now she's claiming I never received notice. You've been on notice the entire time. I don't understand. But anyway, guys, let's talk about it in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Until the next one. Bye.